Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of the Between Numbers podcast. This week we're going to take a little bit of a more relaxed approach, seeing as there's not really that much to talk about now. I mean, everyone knows what's happened in the draft, and you've already heard our opinions on that. So we're just going to talk about what's like the news which is happening recently, and then basically anything else we really want to. More of a freestyle one, but we'll start with Jay Cutler, I guess. So where's he gone? He's gone to Fox now, hasn't he, Will?
Yeah, he's gone to Fox. Kind of came out of the blue. I didn't really see where that came from. I thought I was like 100% sure he'd go back to a team, but kind of weird.
I know. I thought especially how Tony Romo, I think, went. Like Tony Romo, obviously going into this sports broadcasting booth as well. That's two of the best two free agent quarterbacks have gone. Like
Yeah,
into, I mean, that's really weird. Like, maybe just no team was just wanting to take a flyer on either
yeah,
of them.
yeah. I think it's kind of also like maybe he saw that if he did get picked for a team, he'd be going to one of the really shit teams, like either the Jets
Hmm.
or the Browns or the 49ers, and he kind of thought, well, like I'm just gonna play shit in that team anyway, so why don't I just go do something fun like broadcasting instead of having to sit around playing on a crappy team and never winning.
Yeah, and I mean, if everyone's talking smack about his attitude his attitude on the pitch as a player, and then like see it go through into the analyst side. Like I think that'll be quite interesting to see
Yeah.
how him and Tony Romo kind of both change over to the analytic side. But yeah, it's obviously very weird how these teams who usually would sign a quarterback like Fitzpatrick or like Hoyer or someone.
Yeah.
I think now the Jets are just kind of like, who have the Jets even got in at quarterback right now?
And they got what's his face? Is Bryce Petty still there?
Or they still have? They still have Fitzpatrick? No way. They got Bryce
Is he
Petty,
still?
Christian Hackenberg
Oh,
right now.
is is Fitzpatrick signed to a team?
I don't think he is. Is he not? Let me check it out.
Oh shit, he's currently signed to the New York Jets.
Is he actually? No, he's a free agent.
Where?
Nah, he's a free agent still.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's a free agent. Oh, what a shame.
What a shame.
But anyway, yeah, they got Bryce Petty and Christian Hackenberg. That could be fun.
Yeah, no, it could be. It could be, but I mean, it's just the list of the I was on the list of the New York Jets starting quarterback page. It gives you like all the players who have played at least a game or started a game in like whatever year it is, and like just going back over the past like to 2009, they had Mark Sanchez when they first drafted him, and obviously like he did alright, and then they got him to the AFC Championship with him. But since then, there's been Sanchez, Greg McElroy's played one game. Geno Smith started 16 games in 2013. Then him and Mike Vick split up some games in 2014. Then for Fitzpatrick's first season, he obviously started 16, and then like hit in the last season we had Bryce Petty with 4, Geno Smith with 1 again, and then there's Ryan Fitzpatrick with 11. I mean, it's not. Geno Smith now plays for the Giants? No way.
No, he doesn't.
That's awesome.
What?
So who's currently on the Jets roster? I
Then
think
it must.
it must be Christian Hackenberg and
Yeah,
Bryce Petty.
yeah.
Surely they have someone else. Oh, Josh McCown. There you go.
Why is he playing there?
I know that's the issue. Like, if the Jets are going to bring in a quarterback, why would you not go for Jay Cutler over Josh McCown? Like,
Yeah.
I
Also,
know,
like
obviously it's the money and everything, but come on.
yeah, that's so true. Like, you're never going to achieve anything with him at quarterback.
Yeah, it's just not really happening very well.
Like, at
It
least
never
Jay
is.
Cutler's been to the playoffs.
Yeah, Jay Cutler has been to it. Jay Cutler went to the. Did he go to the NFC Championship game?
Yeah, he went.
Yeah,
I think he lost. Did he lose to the Saints or?
yeah, I think so. I think he did actually.
Yeah,
Yeah. So let's see. I'm on the New York Jets site right now.
yeah.
They got three quarterbacks there: Christian Hackenberg, Josh McCown, and Bryce Petty. Um, so obviously Christian Hackenberg's only 22. Wow, he's very young.
Yeah, it's pretty damn young.
See what or maybe they have on reserve, and they have unrestricted free agent is Ryan Fitzpatrick, so he technically still counts as them until the like
So yeah,
it
so
would be like if someone picked it up now, it wouldn't be from free agency. It'll be like New York Jets but on free agency, if you get what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
I think they still might hold his rights. But anyway, yes, the Jets don't really. I mean, Josh McCown's there. It's an interesting. I mean, it's just to see what the Jets will play with him, because the Jets
Yeah.
always are one of those teams who just can't get it right. I mean, I listed off the names of the quarterbacks. Like, I mean, the Browns. I don't even want to go down the list of the
Yeah.
Browns, but I think that's one of the only teams who've had like more bad luck than the New York Jets in their quarterback signings.
Yeah, they've had such a terrible time of it. But I kind of like that is kind of like the sign of a bad team, that if you just can't get it right, and through the draft system, like because you get high picks, like you're guaranteed to maybe be good like once every 5 years.
This is what one of the things that I don't get is that you can. It just always depends on how like who it is. Like, you don't know every single time who's going to be the best quarterback in the draft class. We see like quarterbacks being drafted in like the second round, like who are
Yeah,
much
like
better than
Derek
quarterbacks
Carr and
drafted.
Dak
Yeah,
Prescott.
exactly, and who are much better than those drafted and things. So like I don't know if it's like, because it's not as if the team who drafts them are like being smart, and they recognize that he's good and they'll get him straight away. If the Raiders knew that Derek Carr was going to be the quarterback that he is, they would pick him up with their first round pick. They would not want to miss out
Yeah.
on that. It just seems that it comes down to be like the first round. You kind of go
Yeah.
for like your starting away, and then like from then you're kind of like after the first round you're like, yeah, okay. I mean, like, these guys might be able to.
Yeah. You don't really expect them to start immediately if you're taking them outside the first round.
But I mean,
Um,
what I mean is like it seems to be like much more of a lottery than like a thought out move, because everyone has like high profiles on these players, yet like
yeah.
and everyone's like, yeah, they'd be a great addition to your team, and then the player fails.
Yeah. Well,
You
I
know.
just found a site that gives me the top quarterbacks drafted in the first round.
Oh yeah.
Um, and I'm just want to look and see like the quarterbacks that were drafted in the first round, and kind of how weird it is that like Brandon Weeden was drafted in the first round.
Mm.
Um, so many like random quarterbacks that went in the first
Blaine
round. But,
Gabbert was in the first round.
oh
Before
shit,
the
he was like the
Jaguars took
seventh
him.
pick at one
No, I
point,
think
wasn't
wasn't
he?
he like 4? Because like that was the year
Oh,
which JJ Watt got drafted like 4 picks behind him.
yeah. Oh my God, Chad Pennington went in the first round. He was backup in New York for a bit. Wow.
The first round, wow. All these
Johnny,
quarterbacks.
remember Johnny Manziel went in the first round
Well,
as
of
well.
course he did, yeah. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater did, but you can. I mean, I reserve my judgment on him for a while.
Well, have you heard that apparently Teddy Bridgewater might not play again?
I have heard that he might not play again, yeah. But
That's
I mean, but yeah, wow, if that happens, that's terrible. But also a great move by the Vikings picking up Sam Bradford, which is not even just a 1 year move, which everyone thought it would be. It seems to be like a move that's working out for.
yeah. I mean that's a first round draft pick they gave up, and they got a franchise quarterback.
Mm, I'll see what is the latest on Teddy Bridgewater. I've literally no idea.
Teddy Bridgewater. I think they were signing Sam Bradford to some new contract because they're pretty sure that they want him to come back. Are you watching a video?
I don't know. It just came up then. I didn't realize you guys would hear that. It came through my headphones. I didn't realize that would well do it, but
Nice.
that's
That's
unfortunate. I was just
very
flicking through.
very professional podcasting.
I didn't realize it was that loud, to be honest.
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I mean,
Well, it says here Mike Zimmer says he's more optimistic now than ever that Teddy Bridgewater will come back. So
oh, that's good.
mm,
That's good for Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, I liked him in the draft. I thought it was kind of like unfortunate that he didn't get drafted number 1 by Houston, because Houston definitely could have used him over whoever, Jadeveon Clowney.
but Clowney's been all right. Like, he was all right last season.
Yeah, but he's been injured the whole time. Like
Yeah, that is true. But imagine next season where now that Clowney's playing well, and pair that out with JJ Watt. I mean, that defensive line is just going to wreck it.
it's true. I mean that defensive front in Houston is mad. especially with like Whitney Merciless as well in the back, and their linebacking core is just
Yeah, they got
pretty solid as
Brian
well.
Cushing as well. He's really good.
I'm not so sure about Brian Cushing. He seems to be like just injured the whole time now.
Yeah, but he was cool on Hard Knocks.
Yeah, he was, but then he was also like got injured and then like straight in at one of the
Yeah,
in all the games. And just be like, well,
yeah. It's true. Well, I found info on Jay Cutler's playoff experience.
oh yeah, go on.
He lost the conference champion game in 2010 to the Packers, and then the Packers went on to win the Super Bowl.
Well, fair enough to the Packers. Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers.
and it was the score was 10-3. That's
Oh, what a tough game.
weird, a weird score.
Yeah, this is a really interesting episode of the podcast we've got going on for everyone.
Just no, the score was 21-14. But still a good game.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Mm,
I'm trying to think what is actually what do you think about okay, so I got a question for you.
yeah,
So there was one of the kind of prediction shows on one of the NFL sites. I can't remember which one it was, but it was like which team from who is like who came last in their division was most likely to win the division in the upcoming season. And I just want to throw out the names of like some of the teams who finished. I mean, obviously the Browns aren't going to win. The Browns weren't in the conversation for this one.
no way.
Neither of the 49ers. And like there was basically the Eagles were potentially thrown out in there
Yeah,
because the
I can see the
NFC
Eagles
because the
doing it.
NFC East is such a competitive division.
Yeah,
Um,
they like Carson Wentz has played well. Like they've got a good defense. Like I could see them possibly doing that.
And I was thinking about this, and I'll just go through I'll just go through all the bottom teams for you. So obviously,
Yeah,
so like we can go with division here. So let's start on the
yeah.
AFC in the East. So I don't think the Jets are doing anything
No,
wild here.
no,
And then
no.
we've already talked about the Browns, not happening. Now the
Yeah,
Jags, that AFC South. I don't want to get into that
yeah.
bandwagon about the Jags again, but it could happen.
No,
I don't believe it. I don't believe in it. We were staunch
yeah.
believers last year. That
Oh man, that was so embarrassing.
no. We were right though.
Yeah, yeah. We said they would be shit.
Yeah, we said that we were rubbish. Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
um,
To be fair, remember I got on the Marcus Mariota bandwagon at the end of last season. In last summer before the season,
that's
and he
true.
was good.
Yeah, he was quite good actually. Yeah.
I got that prediction right. You doubt?
Yeah, I did doubt you, but I didn't doubt you. I doubted Marcus Mariota. So,
True.
to be honest. But anyway, like, just got the AFC South. Maybe the Jags can pull this one because, I mean, there's only what like nine wins in that division in the
Yeah.
past 2 years that the Texans have got to win it.
Yeah.
So if you basically just win in the division, then you basically got it. But I think in this year it'll be so interesting to see how how Deshaun Watson does it for Texas. Being
That
drafted.
could go. That could either be amazing or terrible.
I know, and again, like with the number of was like 2-3 quarterbacks taken ahead of him as well.
Yeah.
Many other teams didn't think he had and many other teams said, loads of teams you talk to would be like, why would you take this? Why would you take a quarterback here? Like you don't really need, you don't need it.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to the next one. This is actually a possibility, to be honest, I think. In the other AFC division, the AFC West, I mean, the San Diego Chargers. I mean, the San Diego Chargers aren't a team anymore. Obviously, it's the Los Angeles Chargers. But, like, playoff contention, I think the Chargers maybe, with the acquisitions that they have received
Yeah. They signed. They signed
in free
Mike
agency.
Williams in the first round.
Yeah, and then and the pickups in the draft as well. So this is actually, I think this is maybe a possibility of reaching the playoffs, but no, for sure, no way the Chargers are winning this division.
No.
I mean, this only counts in on like either the Chiefs or the Raiders mucking up, and I think the Raiders are less likely to muck up than I think the Raiders are a better team, but the Chiefs are less likely to muck up than the Raiders are.
Yeah. They got 3 Super Bowl contenders against them in that division.
Yeah, exactly. But I still think that potentially the Chargers are one of those teams who could get and who could fight for playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, if Phillip Rivers stays healthy, then they have a chance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's taken them to he single-handedly taken them for taking the team and won the game, so he can take them on to the playoffs and it would be such a cool thing to see. But imagine how terrible that would be if like the first time that the Chargers move away from San Diego
Yeah,
and they go to LA and they
yeah,
change the playoffs straight away.
yeah. Oh, that'd be so funny.
I mean, it's kind of like what the Raiders have done. Like, oh, we got good
Yeah.
now, but nah, see ya, bro. We're just gonna head
Going to
to
Vegas instead.
we're
Vegas
gonna
is
head to the
cooler.
Vegas and have more fun than in Oakland. But
Yeah. All
um,
right. What's the next team?
so obviously you got the NFC East. So we're going to the NFC. So the NFC East. So the Eagles finished 7-9 last one. And this is a very interesting division because I mean I don't know if you can say how Dallas can Dak and Zeke are going to be the same. I think you always see a sophomore slump in quarterbacks for sure. Not necessarily running backs, but I think there's always like a sophomore slump with the quarterback and the wide receiver positions. I mean both,
Yeah.
and like it just seems to be happen that way. And then the third season they progress on. But for like so. Bearing in mind, for me, this would be me saying that there'll be a regression in the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz, but I feel that is more applicable and it will make more of a change to the Dallas Cowboys because if that run game and that offense isn't firing on all cylinders, the Cowboys' defense is absolutely average.
Yeah, I mean, and they lost so many players in free agency as well.
Mm-hmm.
That defense is actually quite a worry for me now, and they didn't really pick up that many defensive players in the draft.
And then compared to what the Giants have done, the Giants have
Yeah,
solidified their defense. Their defense was so good last season. Like at the end of last season, I think the Giants' defense was like over the last third of the season, the Giants had the second best or best defense.
it was the
In the
best
NFL.
defense,
Yeah,
and they went out and they lost to the best offense in the Packers.
I know. I mean, but like, sure, they shored themselves up and they've picked up a couple more options for.
Yeah,
I mean, they got. They got Brandon Marshall now,
yeah.
so a lot more options in the.
Apparently,
in the
he's
offense.
retiring in 2 years. He said today.
I saw that. Yeah. He said it was 2 years. I mean, like, I think the New York Giants could win the Super Bowl in 2 years. I
Yeah,
think that's still an option. That's still a thing with Eli Manning as quarterback. I know, like he's been so sporadic, but like he's been average in the past few years. So if he's sporadic, it's time for him to have a good year.
yeah, definitely.
And then you don't really know what's going on with the Redskins right now. I mean, they've lost their receivers. It seems like. I mean, Deshaun Jackson's got moved on. And they're not really sure what's going on with Kirk Cousins. They're like keeping him, but everyone's thinking that next season he'll move to the 49ers. But there's a lot of question marks over the Redskins for me, I think, in that division.
They're also they fired their general manager left, and they're kind of all over the place.
Exactly. So I mean, maybe the Eagles could come back and pick up a. I mean, they picked up Alshon Jeffrey in the off season, so another high wide receiver for hopefully for Carson Wentz to hit.
Yeah.
Moving on to the NFC North, this is one of the other ones which I don't really think is going to happen. The Bears are still going to be average, so
Nah,
let's move on
they
to them.
they gave up half their draft to take an average quarterback. Like, no.
Okay, then I'll just for sake of saying it, the NFC West, 49ers, we don't think that's going to happen anyway either. The NFC South, it's the Panthers who finished last in division. Obviously being in the Super Bowl like 2 seasons ago, and with the pickups that we've made, I'm feeling for a much more optimistic season. Plus, I think the NFC South is probably one of the best divisions in football right now, with like the most improved ones, especially seeing how you've had the two NFC or two NFC the division. NFC Championship winners, obviously from the NFC South in the past 2 seasons. I mean, obviously neither of us won. The Falcons and the Panthers lost, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are maybe considered to be the most like upcoming team.
Yeah, they signed OJ Howard as well. He's really good.
Exactly, from the first, and then getting Deshaun Jackson from the Redskins, getting a lot more options for famous Jameis there. And then obviously New Orleans Saints. They have Drew Brees and Adrian Peterson.
Yeah,
that's
a
pretty damn good. I don't think there's a better combo of best running back and better quarterback in the league.
No. Like, in terms of like their history and their potential ability, I don't think there's a better duo, because you got to think how good Adrian Peterson can be and how good Drew Brees can be. I think the only comparison that could be possible would maybe be Derek Carr and Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking we're going on the elite quarterback ones. I mean, I think maybe Derek Carr, and then you could chuck Big Ben and Le'Veon Bell in there as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
but like out of nowhere, the Saints have come from nothing to be probably a playoff contender again.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many questions about their defense. Obviously, they drafted Marshawn Lattimore in the first round, and they're trying to shore up that defense. But I mean, that offense will be even better. And we know how good a game manager their quarterback is, Drew Brees. Yeah, their quarterback is. Yeah, sorry, a little bit of a mind blank there.
Just forgot about the Hall of Fame.
Just forgot about like who I was talking about like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like this division in football probably has the best quarterbacks in division overall. I don't think there's a division which can rival the NFC South's quality of quarterbacks.
There's 4 franchise quarterbacks right there.
You know, and then no, I don't think any other.
I'd say maybe the NFC,
maybe the Eagles, but I'm not so sure on Wentz just yet.
Oh no, I'm optimistic on him. I think he's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not proven yet. Like him, it's looking very likely, but still, it's not proven. And I know that it's not really proven for like Jameis Winston yet, but I think the signs there are looking quite good. But I mean, yeah, the NFC South this year, wow. I mean, I'm not saying it's the best division in football, but the offenses in this division are going to be crazy. Like
I don't think anyone's going to admit it's the best division in football just because it's the NFC South.
Yeah, just because and it's been so average the past however long it's been into existence.
Yeah,
and the fact that the best teams in the division have lost in the Super Bowl, so that's obviously wouldn't mean it. I mean, I still think I would say maybe the best division. I don't want to get into it again, but I still think the AFC North is just amazing. I mean, the teams they have now, obviously.
I'd maybe say the NFC South is better now.
Really?
Because they have 4 possible teams that can win. AFC North has 3 very good teams.
But you know, like I know you mean like the Ravens and the Bengals are kind of a bit suspect now.
Yeah.
And you'd maybe pick the Saints or the Panthers, the 2 worst teams in division, over one of those teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be an extremely competitive division this year. Maybe even outrival the competitiveness of the NFC East, but that has just loads of rivalries in between it.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. But I'm interested to see what happens. But I think it'll be good. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the NFC South. I mean, obviously, I'm hoping for a Panther. We come back and take our divisional title back.
Do you think you will?
This is a tougher year to do it than last year. I feel even though the Falcons went 11-5.
Yeah.
But you have it's more competitive because you have the other three teams to deal with. Like all of the teams have to deal with them. Like last year, you could kind of just be like, oh, the Saints, we'll get an easy win at home, maybe a win away. I mean, maybe a win or maybe not a win away. But like now, I don't think you can say you could go to their stadium and win.
No.
Or you would say you wouldn't take it as an easy. So you wouldn't take a home victory as an easy one. With any other teams now. Whereas, like, I don't know, if the Patriots play the Jets, I mean, all the Bills, all the Dolphins, like, at home in Foxborough.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
All right, what's the last team? Or have we done all the divisions?
We've done all the divisions, yeah. We've done the divisions. Oh. So we basically came up with saying that the Jaguars could possibly do it.
Yeah.
The Panthers could possibly do it.
Yeah,
because we finished beneath the Saints by a game, and the Eagles could do it. Yeah, and then maybe the Chargers if you want to chuck in playoffs. But so there's only 3 divisions though. Like,
yeah, that's true. Oh, I just completely forgot to talk about this. The Bills sacked their general manager.
Oh, of course, yeah. right after the draft. Now, a lot of people have been saying that this was like a complete thing by Sean McDermott, the head coach, being like he was the one taking all the making all the calls and on the draft night, not their general manager.
Yeah. And to be fair, like Doug Whaley, like his history, he drafted EJ Manuel, and
he's stuck with him for a while.
Yeah, he was still convinced EJ Manuel was the way forward. Like there was no way you could keep that guy in the building.
I mean, he's still on the roster there in the Buffalo, just because I think they realised that he's maybe a little bit better than some of the other quarterbacks they could be.
Yeah, he was willing to let Tyrod Taylor go away and keep EJ Manuel.
Exactly. I think that's just Tyrod Taylor wanted more money, but has Tyrod Taylor found a new team?
No, I think he's still with the Bills.
Let's see. Oh yeah, he's still
They
with the Bills.
signed him
Yeah, he's
eventually.
still with the Bills. Maybe Sean McDermott is going for it. I mean, we'll see.
Oh, your old defensive coordinator.
Oh, he won the he's won the Super Bowl. Tyrod Taylor.
Oh, with the
He
Ravens.
was back up to Joe Flacco. Yeah,
Oh my god, that's so jokes.
he's actually won. He's actually won.
Oh, that's so cool.
Do you think you know how this is another, I know this is completely off topic, but
Yeah.
how like if you win, you can win the Super Bowl as a backup QB. Like, do you really deserve to win the Super Bowl?
I don't know. You did your job.
Yeah, but like all the other backups play.
Yeah.
Ideally, I mean, like, obviously, ideally, none of the backups play. But I
Yeah.
mean, like, in practicality, the quarterback could play every single game, every single snap that he needs to.
Yeah. Well, say for example, let's say Jimmy Garoppolo. He's technically won 2 Super Bowls.
No,
If he
but
then goes,
I give you the argument that he won it last year because he helped the team that he
but like
played in the game.
the time before that, he won it. He got a Super Bowl ring when we won it against Seattle.
And did he hadn't played a game like a minute?
He did. He played like 2 snaps.
That's the thing. That I think those two snaps are just kind of like I don't know, but like.
But it's gonna go down that he won a Super Bowl, so
I know.
he could technically be like,
should he really? That's why. Yeah, that's why I'm wondering. Does this mean that he could be in, say, in like how many years? If say when Tom Brady leaves the Patriots and Jimmy Garoppolo wins like a couple of Super Bowls there, does that count to his tally? Surely it wouldn't.
I'd say the first one doesn't, maybe the second one because he did play 4 games.
Yeah, that's what. But
So
like
maybe
he
you're like
didn't
he
really.
won.
But imagine if it goes up against. So he wins, himself as quarterback wins the same number of Super Bowls as Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And then because he won that one as his backup, he is a better quarterback. Like, could that happen? Would
Nah.
people look to that? No, surely
Nah.
not.
I think Tom Brady is solidified as the greatest.
Oh no, I mean, I know that, but I'm saying like, someone would argue that because of the stats and whatnot,
Yeah.
Garoppolo it would be argued to be a better quarterback. Say if you were, I don't know, someone looking into the NFL for the first time and you want to know who had won the most Super Bowls,
Oh yeah, you would read that. And
you would be like, oh, they're the best player.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like you say, like David Carr,
Yeah.
he won the Super Bowl a couple. I think he won one Super Bowl with as Eli Manning's backup.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and that doesn't count surely? Like he's won
No.
it, but he hasn't.
Nah, not at all.
It's like how like it's weird how like every other player would get credit,
Yeah.
but like it's like it's like the punter. Like sure he punted the ball, but like, at
Hey,
least he actually did stuff. At least he did stuff. The backup quarterback,
Yeah.
I know he's relaying information and like doing all this
Yeah.
moral stuff, but he never really plays. Say if a backup quarterback never plays a snap, do they deserve to have one?
Yeah,
I
because
know
like
you're fulfilling the role and everything, but I'm
because
being
football,
devil's advocate here, and I'm just being like, come on, like they didn't really do anything.
yeah, it's like like you can say that, but like it is a team game, and you
Oh,
need
no,
to
I
like,
know. Obviously, they're throwing to the wide receivers in like practice and all this stuff,
Yeah.
and like making sure everyone's and like warming up wide receivers or whatever on the touchline beforehand the game.
Yeah.
That's obviously super important. But like that doesn't that could be done by like some like bull guy. I don't know. Like, that could be done by a coach.
You know, there's a job in a baseball team. There's literally a guy who warms up the pitcher. Like he warms up the batter as a pitcher. So that's his job. He just stands on the sideline and warms up the guy who's going to go out to bat.
Oh wow, really? And that's the thing.
It's like an actual job.
I wonder at what stage in your career you're like, I'm not good enough, but I could do this.
I think
Like,
you
what
just
stage
really.
do you realize?
I don't know, I think they get paid quite a lot, like because there's no wage cap in the MLB, so they will
Yeah,
get
but
paid.
who's going to pay someone a lot just to throw the ball down? I mean, like, there's obviously enough.
What if they say they don't want to do it?
Well, you get another guy who can throw a ball.
Yeah, but then he says that he'll only do it for money. So
Yeah, but like I
do you
mean, like there'll
pay
surely be someone who will do it for like not like a little money. I mean, maybe there will
Yeah,
be. I mean,
yeah,
like, obviously,
like-
I'm sure this is what the price is right now for that contract.
you could get a fan to do it every game.
Yeah, exactly. But just
Yeah,
make
that-
sure the fan's good enough to do it. Maybe.
Have like tests beforehand.
Yeah, maybe you have to have a test, and you be like, you actually have to do this, okay? And then show us your credentials. Did you play in high school? Oh, you actually did. Nice. Okay, cool. You can warm. You can warm up you can warm up our team.
Yeah, get like an autograph at the end.
But yeah, like But like that job could be done by somebody. Actually, that job could be done by a fan. The
Yeah.
backup's quarterback job. I know he's helping out in like, and he's the quarterback's asking him on what opinion he should like. What play would I run here?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they'd be like this run, and then this one. You'd be like, why? But that doesn't. He doesn't
Yeah.
do anything. This is my that. There's no like physical. He never completes a pass or does anything, and he wins the
I mean,
Super Bowl.
there is a saying that says that the best backup quarterbacks are the ones that are never seen.
Yeah, true actually.
Literally their job is to just never be seen.
I mean, that's what I thought of. Who's the Philadelphia backup quarterback now? Chase Daniels.
Yeah.
That's literally where he got paid money, and then just who is he
Just,
again?
I don't know. He's
Exactly.
still there. Like everyone thought he was going to start, and then they just found out Carson Wentz was good.
And then they
Forgot
drafted
about
up,
him.
and he was kind of like, wait, what, bro? Like, come on.
We were all convinced that he was going to turn out to be this great starter because he was in Doug
'Cause-
Peterson's offense.
Yeah, and everyone was like, he is considered the best backup quarterback, the most capable to take over a team. And then, did he play a game?
No, not at all. He didn't even start in preseason. No, he started in preseason, and that was it.
I'll see what he's doing now. Is he still there? Chase Daniel. Oh, it's just Chase Daniel. My bad. Oh, okay. No way. Do you know where he's at now?
Cleveland.
New Orleans Saints.
No.
So he played one season for the Eagles. They paid him all that money. New Orleans Saints. After on March the 13th, hours after Eagles signed free agent quarterback. Wait, what? Nick Foles. Lol. Daniel requested his release from the team and was granted. Oh, okay. So they just requested it. Lol. So this is a year after he was given a 3-year, 21 million contract
Wow.
to be backup.
At least he got the money.
I don't know if he got all the money. I'm assuming he only got like 1 year of the so 7 million.
But how much of it was guaranteed? There must be guaranteed money in it.
Yeah, I'm sure that.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not like that bad a job doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not bad. Also, yeah, but he's now at the New Orleans Saints now.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Nice.
What is he
He'll
doing?
have a good time.
Is he making money there? He's not even making money there. No, he's not.
He's making money and fucking bitches.
Okay, yeah, he had to be released he had to be released, otherwise no one would be able to sign him because of his contract. So he had to request his own release. That's hilarious.
Oh man, that's so funny.
It's unfortunate for him. I mean, what are you going to do?
What does he think he's going to achieve in New Orleans? Like,
I don't know. Maybe a backup quarterback to to Drew Brees, who we've just said is maybe one of the best.
yeah, so he's just going to... Maybe that's just his ambition in life, just do nothing.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Right. Is there anything else you want to talk about? I mean, we talked about like nothing for like 32 minutes already.
Yeah.
33.
No, I got nothing. I'm good.
I'm good.
NFL out.
All right, guys. I think that'll be us this week. Hopefully there'll be more stuff to talk about. But you know how it is in this off season. Our episodes are like time when it comes out might be a bit sporadic as it has been recently.
Yeah.
But I'm finishing exams soon, so that's exciting.
Oh, good for you.
Thanks, guys. All right, guys. Until next week. See you later.